right, there we go. Sorry, I had when I went out, it kind of froze up, so I just deleted it and came back in. But yeah, um, no, the last, well, let's say I started out on past lives, and it was me, Hensley, a bunch of us, JBD, guys like that up in the rail. And the first night I was the only one to hear it, but there was two growls. And the second time I did it, it got more interesting, and it's only gotten more and more interesting. Like last night, there was a bunch of footsteps, a lot of running, a lot of whispering, a lot of things said. So, but yeah, I guess if nobody comes in here in next 3 minutes, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and just show you the graveyard, and they can watch it afterwards. But yeah, no, I mean, I guess me, I grew up, experiencing things, so it never bothered me. I always took it and just ran with it. I knew something was normal about what I was seeing. So, especially when you find a dead body in a, what's it called, the chimney, or not chimney, but the attic, then after that, hear a ghost, and it turned out it's a voodoo doll that we had in the living room. You know, so from then on, it was like more and more. Yeah. So it's been, and now it's like, the things I've experienced. I mean, I know they're there. I know what I'm hearing. I know what I'm seeing. But, you know, like I tell people, for the unbelievers, they don't understand it. Like today, it was cool because second star, he was on Rev's thing, and he was at a cemetery, and he's done the Bigfoot thing and stuff like that, but he's never experienced that. But today he actually experienced it, so it was pretty awesome. I mean, he got emotional, which you do sometimes when things like that goes on. But I mean, it was pretty unique that he got a firsthand experience of what was going on. So you know, usually it's trying to either rain, and today the wind's up, and I don't understand that. I mean, but every night I've gotten a lot of activity. The wind has been a little bit, meaning it hadn't been real hot, except for one night I was sweating to death, even though I got chills in the graveyard, even sweating to death. It was like, okay, cool. And most people, or a lot of people, the dark place down there at the end, a lot of people don't want to go down there by themselves, because I mean, yeah, there's a risk, but me, there's no risk because I mean, really, it'd be funny to see somebody jump out, behind a grave at me because they might end up, they might actually end up there. So, but yeah, but I guess I could go ahead and take you over there since nobody else is in right now. I'm gonna turn the camera the other way and just show you and describe what's. Uh, oh, I hit the wrong one. Let's see. Change it around. All right. Settings. Yeah, here we go. No, 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 no. Camera. I'm gonna put it back. Here we go. All right. Yeah, I'm checking the chat. Oh, Hensley's here. Hey, Hensley, what's up, bro? I got to message you and I backed out and messaged you after Boston. Well, Boston uh, tried to message you, but the thing is, I went to Facebook and I had to restart the chat. But since y'all two are in, I'll just go ahead and show y'all what's been going on lately. Hensley has been in the chat. Uh, but yeah, it's gotten weirder. I mean, even last night it got more weirder than it's been. And the old guy, I don't know who he is, but he seems to be the one that wants to protect. I guess because I promised him I would come back. But anyway, this is where it started out, Boston, right here at the corner. Hensley, I think you were in the chat that night, but I'll explain it anyway in case you left early or something. But right here at the corner, I was coming down here. Now it's 12 o'clock at night, 12:30, something like that. And I hear this old man cough like he's bending over coughing. Well, I found it weird because you can't go in there without, at the very front, I showed that night, and I'll go down there and show you again. There's a fence, a card reader, and the thing that's above the card reader, it could tell the cops that you went in or whatever. So anyway, I didn't go in. So if anybody's in there, unless it's during school hours, that's gonna be amazing because no cars are out here at that time of night. Nothing like that. But anyway, that's where it started. The old man coughed. Well, I kept walking up through here, and I think it was Kara, or yeah, Kara. I turned the camera around kind of like this. And when I did, she said she saw a figure. So I came back down, and that's when they saw it. And then I told them I'd come back because we were going to the graveyard. And then, this old guy, he's been standing in the same place or in the light, like up here where the light is. Well, I'll get closer, but the light, there's a bush right there. And that's where he stands every night. And last night I was in the cemetery, which I'll show you where I was. And the guy stood right behind me, and I could hear him whispering. And it's like he was protecting me or something. I don't know. Because last night I felt off. It wasn't like something was attacking me or anything, but I felt off, you know. So this guy has a purpose. But right up in here, this is the trade school, the front of it. Up in this area, the other night, I heard like a silent, what could you say it is? Like a silent scream of a woman right up in the front here. And that was kind of weird. And then that same night, right up in this general area where I was walking around, I was trying to talk to the old man up here. And there was like literally 5 sets of footsteps walking around me up here. And it's like they were coming from all different directions. So, I mean, this place has some kind of history, and I've got to find out what it is. I don't know. And see, that corner, one night, the older gentleman, he was talking from over there, and I heard him, and somebody else in chat heard him. And I just stood there. Well, I was like, well, if you're there, please give me a sign. Well, right there's a flagpole. And that night, the wind wasn't blowing that hard. But he literally took the rope at the end and made it sound like a ding sound because the wind wasn't blowing that hard. He took it and made it sound. So I was like, thank you. Well, as soon as that happened, then he comes over here and he knocks on the building. So I was like, okay, thank you again. He went back over there, made it ring again, like the ding on the bottom. Then right there next to the pole, he he was sitting there. You could see the actual shadow of him sitting there. So I thought that was pretty cool too. But yeah, I don't know. And see, this is why I try to show people at night. This is the open place where they have the rodeos. So that time of night, there's nobody over there. I mean, I've taken my light over there and shown people there is nobody over there. And I always try to show people there's nobody around when I'm doing this because, and see, I don't hang out with people in my town like that. So there's nobody really following me around. Nobody wants to follow me around because most people around here, I think, are too creeped out of cemeteries at that time of the night. And actually, now coming closer, I realize this cemetery is bigger than I thought it was. And I'll show you in a second, Hensley, because we thought it was just a small general area, but this thing is actually bigger than I thought it was. And this is actually walking over here during the daytime. But I'll tell you a little something. I think Hensley was in here that you may have been in here, Hensley, before you went to bed. But this sign right here, the old man was standing by that bush. So I come up here and I knock on the board 3 times and I say, if you're here, give me a sign. And as soon as I hit it the third time, I could hear like a scratch, whether it was on this or something else. It was a scratch on the board or something. And I could hear it. Well, the old man, he stands right here. And I mean, you could see him clear as day. He stands right there. And then Hensley, one night, the third bush down, he sees a like mist coming this way, and it's at the third bush. So I walk down there, and then it's gone. So and I've had other people in chat say they seen a black figure go up and down this way. So it's kind of odd that that's happened. But this is the start of the cemetery. That at nighttime, that one light down yonder, that's it for miles. Meaning you go across, and I'll take you down here and show you the fence, like the school area where they cops would know you're there right away. So if it's a spirit, they're gonna know it's a spirit because there's not gonna be anybody in there. But if you go past that bridge, I mean, it's just like this cemetery at nighttime. There ain't. I mean, it's like darker and dark. And even the uh, armory, well, they done changed it. Is it still the armory? I know it was the armory for a while. Now it looks like a power company or something, maybe. Because, see, right back there, you can see the trucks. So it may be like a water company or something now. But I know it was the armory at one time. But in this front right here, this light used to be on. It's no longer on. Uh, Over in that area, there was a light that was supposed to be on. It's no longer on. They're fixing something in the front. Don't know what they're doing there. But this is the very front of the trade school. It looks, I mean, it's a nice building. They put a lot of money into it. Um, but yeah, they're doing something over here. I don't know what they're doing yet. And see, oh, yeah, they have the college, Bevel State. They have the college here like after school hours, like during the summertime usually. Uh, but see, there's the gate, and I walk up on it. It's got holes in it, and I thought about going through it that night. And actually, it's got 2 card readers. I think it is. See, here's the first one. Yeah, it's got some code thing. And then that second one, it's the one that went off that night. And see, that made it go off or whatever. And I realized that after they get people in the chat, Rev and Past Life had said something, and I realized that. But I mean, I wouldn't go in there because that's trespassing. But yeah, that's cocaine. And actually, I didn't even see that night. But so I try to. I mean, I could take you up to the fence, but that's the back of the school back here on this side, and then front, and it's got a big front yard. I mean, it's a nice yard, but they spend a lot of money on stuff, and then they tear it down and stuff around here. I mean, usually stuff don't last no time, but that is the old armory place. Now it's like a. I'll show you. See, it's like a water or something. I don't know. It used to be the armory. I don't know why they changed it again. At one time they changed it, but they've even blocked the road off down there. So I don't know. They're doing something to it. I just don't know what it is. Let me turn my camera sideways. There we go. But yeah, they're doing something because they got both roads blocked off. See, way down there is a second road than the first road right here. So they got both roads blocked off, but that's the Bevel State sign because they have the college out here. This is the wooded area where it's dark as mess down here at nighttime. But I'm gonna take y'all out here and show y'all just what I'm experiencing at nighttime, as in how dark it is. And yeah, okay, Hensley, I thought you was in, but I didn't know for sure. And see, like, I'll show you. You see that vehicle going yonder? That's a cop. So I figure he'll probably try to come over here and say something to me. But like I'll tell him, this is an open cemetery. It's not private property. Because if it was, you would have a gate all the way around it. But see, that's the side of the woods next to the wall I was telling y'all about. But even animals don't come up through here, and that's the weird thing. But this is the little trail, and actually, it's not as long as I thought it was. Cause see, when I was walking it felt like a million miles. But this is the start of the cemetery here on this end. That one has a lot of spirits and stuff go towards it. That big wall thing. And like last night, right up through here, it looked like somebody or a spirit was running. I mean, full force running. And I was over there. I was clean on the other side of the cemetery. But I stopped and I looked. And of course, I started looking for it. But on this side is where I see all the dark shadow figures. And there's a little girl on that side. And I'll point out where she usually stays. But this is some more of the. There's that wooden. I'll go closer when I go that way. But that's that wooden tombstone. It's not wooden, but it looks like a piece of wood, you know. And then you got all these. I mean, it's actually different than in the daytime than it is at night. Because this little area I'm walking right here seems like a million miles. And I'm going to show you something weird. This even has a trail back here. This is the weirdest thing. This is what I was telling you, Hensley, about the gate. See how it's bent right there? And how that is? That's usually not normal for a cemetery. They usually open both the same direction. But we're going out of the cemetery and look. Oh, actually, there's more graves. There's the three in the back here. One there, one there, one there, one there. Wait a minute. Two little children's graves. A little one and a little one. So that makes 9 graves right here just in this area. And actually, it's not the tomb like thing we saw. That's a stump. That's not what I was looking at. This right here is what I was looking at. And actually, I want to take a good look at it and make sure because sometimes things can fool you, you know. And we're looking at it firsthand right now. Oh, it's not. I mean, I don't get scared. I mean, I might look around because I hear either a footstep or something like that. Hensley could tell you. I'll say, what the hell was that or something. But why run? Like I said earlier, why run when I know if I run and if it's evil, it's going to attack me. You know, I'm just going to stand there and let it come at me or whatever, you know, because that old man, like I said, he stood, and I'm going to show you where he stood. Last night, he whispered in my ear, and somebody said they saw him behind me, which I had saw him too. This man is obviously trying to protect me because I promised him I would come out 2 days later, and I did. So this man has been out here with me every night. So I know he's not harmful. Oh, look at this log, guys. But he's not harmful. Look at that log down there. That's down in a like trench area. That's a big log there. And there's one right beside it. But that tree, that's a big tree. I like stuff like this. I mean, especially when you can walk out here and no ticks in this general area. But I mean, like that tree right there, I mean, it goes way up here. I mean, I like scenery like this. I mean, besides the cemetery, now that I see during the daytime, because even myself, that's like Hensley could probably tell you. I mean, it seemed like it took forever to come up that little drive that I just walked in no time. But at nighttime, it seems like it's a million miles long. So, but yeah, that trench goes on down there. This is what's creepy about this right here, the open door and stuff. You have a trail that goes back here. And I'm going to take y'all back here because I haven't been back here myself. So we're going back here to see what's back here. All right. I know. Watch out for snakes. I'm watching. Uh, looks like it goes to an open space, though. That's kind of weird. So we're getting an off tour of the cemetery. We're getting a tour of it. All right. Let's see. All right. See, it goes around, but I don't know if it goes back up through there. It looks kind of like it's got another exit out that way, but it kind of ends over here. So if it goes on around like that, and which I ain't gonna go back that far, you know, because I've not been out there, so I don't, you know, right away. My main purpose was the cemetery, you know, what I've been doing every night, you know. And what I've thought about Hensley and Boston, if you want to come tonight, I usually try to do it about, I know it's late your time, but I try to do it. I will try to do it at 12 o'clock even tonight. Come out in the morning, come out. I usually come about 12:30, but I'm going to come a little earlier tonight and try to close that gate. That way, while I'm up in here, since we want to debunk stuff, we can. I can shut this and, because see, it's got a little thing right here. I could shut this and we could debunk everything if we can debunk it, which here lately we can't debunk anything. I mean, because Hensley, all right, I'm gonna tell you this, Boston. These first three rows say they literally light up about 12 o'clock, and that light over there is not bright enough. And Hensley's been in here with me many times to know it is dark as hell in here when I come through here. But for some reason here lately, those front three rows are lit up, and that's the only light there. Now, if those rodeo lights were on, that would be a different story, but they're not on. And look, there's a like a old timey jar or one of them jars that you put stuff in. And you know, last night didn't we hear like a jar or something move on this side of the thing, Hensley? Because I know you were in chat with us last night, but I think you were in here, and I think Because, see, that wasn't there when I brought the flashlight through. And I know nobody was out here because, I walked through to make sure nobody's out here. But like I said, there is areas like this up and through every section. So there's no way in this world that somebody is literally going to be up through there because you got space. And I'll show you this. Hold on. Where's that old grave at? I'm gonna walk up through here and see. All right, like this one right here in the ground. That one right there. The person was born in 1897 and died 1968. This one was born in 1900 and died in 1976. Okay, 76 years old. Wow. But let me see. There's some more right here. This one you could barely read. 1883 to 1954. That, wow. And see, most of the graves I hear are like at old graveyards, but 1885 to 1987, 1893 to 1987, 1898 to 1991, it looks like. Yeah. This one was 1915 to 1992. Let's see. Those only have names on them. I just thought I saw a black shadow figure right here by this thing. I thought I saw a black shadow figure because I leaned down and see. I have stigmatism, meaning I can see out the corner of my eyes better than most people because my eyes go sideways. But I just thought I saw a shadow figure right there. Uh, I'm trying to find some old graves. All right, see, that's like the. Now those are old ones right here. Those are old ones. So I'll go up there in a few, but I'm gonna try to find. Now that's 1954. No, these are like 1916. I know there's some older ones. This one I think is probably gonna be an old one. No, that's just got the initials. Let me see. This is an older grave. What's this one? Nope, that's 1970. Now this one's gonna be old. Yeah, this is one of them old ones. Tell me if y'all can read that. No, that's the back of it, I think. No, that's the front of it. Can't read it. It's got a bunch of markings on it, but I can't read it. Let's see. What's this one? Yeah, 1898 to 1950. 1899 to 1984. What's this one? Oh, this guy was in the Air Force. This one, oh, yeah, it does tell. 1983 when he died. 1932 he was born. All right, this one, 1913 to 1988. This one looks like 1917, 1997. What's this one? Oh, that's 1940 something. Where's that? Oh, yeah, here we go. This is the one I want to check out, the wooden one. See, that's a nice design right there. That, I mean, it's literally, it looks nice. And this is where a lot of there's one up front. And these are where usually a lot of the spirits are hanging out, or I see them hanging out. Like this, 1861 to 1915. And this guy was, don't know. He's got some logo up there, but this one's pretty cool. 1867 to 1925. Uh, that's a pretty cool grave. 1883 to 1937. My bad. That's pretty cool. Uh, holy yes, 1881 to 1934, 1883 to 1969. That one's 1919, 1899 or 98 to 1934 or 5. 1865 to 1932 and 1854 to 1927. Uh, oh, that's an infant. Hey, maybe that, I don't know if there's no infants on that side, which I think there is, but there's an infant right there. So let me see. This one may be an infant. Is this an infant? It's close enough because it's like 1889 to 1904 or something. That one's pretty nice. That's that one that caught a lot of activity too. Um, let's see. Yeah, this one. This one looks old. Oh man, that's nice. 1829 to 1901. That's a nice grave because it's got all the way. Well, it's supposed to be all the way around. That's nice there. This one, the stone is moved. Uh, I see a name, but I don't see no date. Yeah, that I think so old. They don't. Oh, here's some. That's a pretty nice one too, right there. That one. That's a pretty nice one. Let me see. This one. I don't know. It's gonna be hard to see this one. I can see it through my camera like this one. Not all that great, but good lord, that's an old grave. That's a 1912 one. Here's two old ones. Maybe we can see what this one is. Oh yeah, 1845 to 1910. That's a nice grave. This one is 1846 to 1921. Let's see, man, there's some of these graves. Check this out. That's how little it is. That's not an infant grave. That's an actual grave. It's sunk in the ground. Unless that's part of this, I don't think so. But I'm gonna check it out. It's got something on the front of it. Oh, it's just got a name on the front of it. Uh oh, these are pretty cool. This one was 1889 to 1948. This one was 1889 or 98 to 1977. That's pretty cool. Two big graves. What is this one? Holy hell. Let me get down here and check this one out. All right. This one is so old. It's down in the ground. You can't see the thing. 1884 to 1956. 1872 to 1951. Uh, this one and that one. That one looks almost like a log, but I don't think it's actually supposed to be a log type. I think it just fell apart. Hey, Hensley, you remember last night we heard rocks clapping together? There's two of them right there and one right there. And nowhere else yet have I seen stuff like that. That's crazy. Uh, that's 1912. This one's an old grave. Let's see if we can get a date off of it. Oh no, we ain't gonna get a date off that one. That's a nice grave though. That one too. Stone's so old I can't see it. Now this one I want to check out. That one. This one. 1871 and 1875. He died in, so he was 4 years old. And then there's 1835 to 1912, 1849 to 1923. Man, the infant is down on the bottom though. This one is 1871 to 19. What is it? Oh, it's 1871 to 1875. That's an infant. Okay, so there are a bunch of infants on this side alone, and I'm almost at the drive there. 1871 to 1943, 1858 to 1938. This one's the one I want to check out. See, back up. That's a nice one. It's even better shape than that other one back there, and it's a newer one, it looks like. But 1891 to 1912, that's a nice grave there. Uh, let's see. Oh, wow. Check this one out. 1880 to 1930. Wow. That is awesome. Wow. 1892 to 1980. 1842 to 1923. This one, of course, is broke off. They never fixed it. Trying to find some more old ones. Oh, this one was World War II. 1913 to 2002. 1908 to 1931, it looks like. Let's see. I'm going to try to find out what this one is. No, I don't see a date on there. No, that's just a rock. All right, 1868, which 1868 to 1893. This one was 1867 to 1891, it looks like. Trying to find some more old ones. I know there's a couple back here. Oh, this one. 1874 to 1931. This one is where we had Spirit last night that Rail was kind of worried about. Well, the old man was standing right here behind me. He was standing right here behind me. And I heard him whisper. And over here on this side, you could hear footsteps. I mean, little footsteps. I just thought I saw a shadow figure again. But I kept hearing footsteps from this middle section. Back over here, nothing but like either running or like they were walking. I mean, it's crazy. And this side is where the little girl is. She likes to play hide and go seek, as you know. You probably heard the story. But we've caught her a few times peeking out. But this one is 1882 to 1897, I think. That's pretty cool. This one, that's pretty cool. This is like a double grave, I guess. Let's see. Oh, yeah. This one's 1841 to 1900. Yeah. 1830 to 1899, it looks like, or 89. All right. Now, considering I missed this one, that one's broke off right here. That's broke off. It looks like a piece of metal. 1853 to 1934. This one is 1878 to 1920. This one is, it looks like 1809, maybe. I don't know. 1901, maybe. 1867 to 1914. That's a newer grave. We'll go back here since the older graves are starting to get big over here. All right. See, this is how much space is in between each grave. That's the reason I said if there's anybody out here, I'm gonna know it because there's too much space in between. Uh, that one I don't know about unless it's on the front. Well, it's got something, but can't see it. 1861 to 1937, 1834 to 1911. I'll back up. That's kind of one of those big ones. There's a couple up there that are real old right there. 1834 to 1918. Let's see. Go back to this one. This one looks off too, like somebody has moved it. All right. Let's see. All right. This one was 1891 to 1900. Wow. 1872 to 1959. 1886 to 1963. Let's see. These are newer graves. Uh, this one, yeah. This thing is taller than me by probably looks like 2 or 3 foot. So it's about 9, 10 foot almost. 1857 to 1904. 1865 to 1952. 1897 to 1969. 1881 to 1957. 1895 to 1958. Now, what I want to do since I'm over here is I want to try to find the child's grave. So I'm kind of going to look kind of quick because I want to find out if there's. All right. Check this one out. Let's see. All right. That's actual grown up. All right, Robert. Let's see. Okay. I'm trying to find that kid's grave, little girl's grave, because I know there's a little girl out here, and I want to try to find her. All right. No, those are. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, that's 70 something years. And see, that one grave is like that. So, do y'all think that this possibly could be hers? Because it's not really nothing. It's like they just dug in and threw it over in there. I don't know. Y'all think that might be hers? That's crazy. Because at nighttime, all I'm pretty much worried about is trying to find this little girl. And then the older guy, he stands across the road, but last night he came over here. So, all right, U.S. Army. There's got to be a child's grave. If not, I'm thinking it's probably going to be that one right there, that dirt pile. Let me see. No, that's too. All right. Crump. No, Crump ain't it. All right. No. It's going to be a little grave. I know that. I'm just trying to. I may have to ask the cop or something. Because I really want to find this little girl's grave. No. These are all straw bridges. And I'll tell you a story about. I'm not going on record to say too much about anybody, but if you've ever come to my town, you know who they are, what they are. I don't try to judge people, but when you're about money, you become. I mean, as in for the love of money, then yes, I have a problem. I mean, I pay my bills every month and stuff like that, but I don't love money. I mean, money's just there to pay bills with, and then you end up same situation until next month. All right, I'm trying to say. All right, that little girl's grave, unless on that other side there is some kid's grave. So if it's not over here, that means. Wait a minute. Let me check this out and see. Oh, that's a man. Okay. All right. All right. I want to find this kid's grave. That's 20-year-old. Okay. Maybe get. Did anybody else hear that whisper? Yeah, they don't fix anything around here, and that's sad. Like this grave right here. Look at this. It's just sitting behind another grave. I mean, it's like they don't care. That's the reason I don't think very highly of my town. That's the reason this is the only thing I do now in my town because it's something I love to do. I mean, paranormal I love to do, but I mean, after seeing this in the daytime, it's sadder than I thought it was. Because at nighttime, you see a different picture. Like I said, when I was walking that line down there last night, it seemed like it took me 15 minutes to get to the back of it. And or maybe it was the night before, and it seemed like it took me forever to get down there. But I mean, it's just a short distance. But I guess at nighttime you're thinking different than you are daytime because you got to be on guard. Let's see, like that right there, the flag here. Let me. Oh, that's a military. All right. See, grave broke in half. That's just ridiculous. That's just ridiculous. Let me see. Check out this grave right here. No, I ain't got none on front. That's just one stone in the ground. Now, I know there's a little girl, so if nothing else, that means she would have to be up in this section where these kids are buried. Because I think it was from right here up through that area that the kids were buried. So maybe she was buried on that side and she just hangs out on this side because I've not seen a kid's grave yet or even read of anybody that young. That's crazy. Let's see. No, no. Hey, wait a minute. May have some luck. Let me see. All right. 1853 to 1890. So almost, not quite. That's an army guy. All right. But she's on this side, so I'm thinking if she is from that side over there in the middle, I mean, she's coming over here because she feels safe or whatever. Wait a minute, did we check this little grave out? I don't think I did. Let me see. 1853 to 1914. No, that would make her a little bit older. Let's see. Nope. Another military guy. Wait a minute. That's just the name. Military guy. No, come on. Like I said, she must be from that middle section because unless one of these graves right here is hers, then she has to be from that middle section. Because we know there's children graves over there, but all right, those are near graves. Let me check this one. No, I want to find that little girl's grave. Oh, there's me a bench to sit on at nighttime, and it's close to the wall too. Uh, yeah, I don't think we're gonna find a young child over here. Jody, nope. All right, here's some angel. Maybe. Oh, no. Oh, that's cool. Look, made out of metal too. That is awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome. We got a cross in front of this one. Maybe it could be hers. Marvin, nope. Allie, she would have been 30 something. No, it wouldn't have been her. Um, Maybe this one. 1909 to 1962. Nope, that was not hers. The only thing I'm thinking is that center section because nothing else is matching up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I have found something. 1940. No, Sunny. Well, Sunny could be a girl too. Sunny Boy Springfield. So it's not saying it was a girl. It's not saying it was a boy either. So, but from 1914 to 1917. So it was 3 years old, but the girl is a little bit older than that. It's kind of confusing actually. Oh, maybe the kids are down here. That one's 3. I found one child over here, so maybe that could be her grave. Hopefully, that one was about 19 or so. Let's see. No, that one's gonna be older. All right. Say they weed eat and don't even clean up after themselves. Yeah, I don't. That's the only child's grave I've seen on this side, and I've got to remember that's right there. Okay, let me get on this. 1920. Nope. No, these are older. There's me another bench. I can sit there at night. That's a military guy. I Let's see. This one, no, he's gonna be a little bit older. Dang. So the only child's grave is where was it? Because I kind of want to bring everybody over here tonight and show them. I know it was up in this area. Where in the world was it? Alley? Yeah. No, not Alley. Where was it? I know it's up in this area somewhere. I've done lost it now. Where'd you go? Show me a sign. Show me a sign, please. I know you're out here. You're probably watching me as we speak. Uh, where was that grave at? I know it was back up in this area. 1850 or 32 to 1899. Was it up here? Maybe. Yeah, right here. So this is right here in front of these older ones. Okay. That's one child's grave I found so far. So I'm going to walk out here and check and see. No, all these are older. Um, these ain't even got dates on them. That's how old they are. That's crazy. And say like this, look, they can fix this. Why? I mean, it's like I don't understand. It's like they don't care about the dead anymore. You know, that guy was in Korea. All right, I say nope. That wouldn't be it. Held up. Yeah, so it's looking like either that Sunny could be it, which is right there. That tomb right here. Right there. That's the 3-year old. Now, this, I guess, is a bench, but it's got a name on it. Maybe it's just a bench with a name on it. Because I kind of want to sit and just listen, you know. Yeah, so if that's not the kid's grave, then it's coming from out here. Because this is where most of the children are. I'm hearing footsteps. Anybody else hear that? And I'm not walking on the gravel, I'm walking on the grass. If you're out here, please make another sound. I heard you walking on the gravel. Make some kind of noise or something. We know that you're out here. We've seen you. We've heard you. The little girl we know that's out here. Did anybody hear like a pop? Like right back up in this general area here, like a pop? Now I'm walking on the gravel now, but sound like a pop. I hear it again. Sounds like it's coming from down that way, like on the gravel road. I'm trying to let the cars pass because this is after cars pass, I can hear it. All right, that's the last one for a while. So, well, one going back in town, but I'm going to walk down this way because it seems like we had a lot of activity down this way last night and the night before, I think. It's been. Did y'all hear that? It sounded like a footstep over in this general area. It's crazy. Something just banged on the trade school over there, and there's nobody over there. And I mean, it was a bang to where I could hear it across the road. I just heard like a snap up in this area right here. Hello, everybody in the chat. Trying to catch some footsteps right up in this area because that's where most of the footsteps from last night and stuff. And I am going live tonight at 12 o'clock Central Time. Um, I've been coming out here about 12:30. And on that side of the road, I'll explain it. There's an older gentleman. He likes to stand at that bush right by the light right there. And he shows himself. Last night, he came right here at the beginning of the graveyard with me and stood behind me. And he whispered, it's like he was trying to protect me. I mean, because people in the chat and stuff, this grave right here had a mist behind it, but it wasn't going nowhere. And the guy was standing behind me. So, whatever that was, obviously, he didn't like. And I told the guy, I'd come back 2 days later, and I did. I try to keep my promise. And we heard a lot of things last night, like right up in this general area. And I've done showed you there's no cans or nothing up through here. And it sounded like one time somebody hit a tin can right up in this area. And I haven't been out here cleaning up. This was my first time coming out here during the daytime. Nighttime I've been. But it sounded like somebody kicking a can or like hitting it the first time. Second time, it sounded like somebody actually kicking the can. And people heard it in chat. And then, like I said, it sounded like people running, walking up down this road right here. And then on this back side, the road, I'll take you back down there. This road, I was standing over here and I was trying to talk to the little girl, trying to see if I could get her to come out. This road, I saw a figure running. And at nighttime, anybody that's been in chat with me knows there's nobody out here because I don't play that game. If you're out here, I'm going to ask you what you're doing. But there is nobody out here with me because I come by myself. I want to do things on my own. Well, considering I don't have the family with me. But I want to do my own thing when I'm here by myself. All right. But this little road, it looked like a figure took off from the end, ran up through there. But there was nobody out here because I flashed my light out here. And see, I can see my light further off than the camera could. So it was kind of weird. I've been getting more and more like shadow figures, things thrown. Like, where was those rocks? Last night we heard rocks clinging together. And what's funny about that, over here in between one of these graves, there was 3 rocks. None of those over there are in between these graves. I look. Where was them rocks at? Where did they go? I know they're out here because I just seen them. Oh, right here. Now we heard rocks clinging together. There's 2 right there and 1 right there. Oh, even 1 right here. And like pieces of this right there. But that's as far as it goes. There's no other ones. I mean, and then in this trade school right across the street here, the old man stood by this bush, which he loves that bush for some odd reason. But I'll stand there and talk to him. But out there, I heard like a silent scream from a woman. And as I've showed people over here where the opening is, there is a gate. And I'll walk back down there and show you. There's a gate. Yes, it has openings, but there's 2 card readers and one of the light things up on top, like up here, to notify the police if you go up in there. So anybody, and that gate's not gonna move as in pull back on its own because it's a like machine operated. But I just want to show everybody what I'm seeing, and this is the first time during the day I have been out here because I do it at nighttime because I'm not afraid of dark. I was a kid, watched Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Return of the Living Dead, uh, Night of the Living Dead, Hellraiser, or yeah, Hellraiser. Let's see what else we watched. We watched all kinds of stuff. We even watched a movie that was supposed to be banned, and it was called Faces of Death. Faces of Death actually had people falling to their deaths. I watched that as a kid. So I didn't really get shook up by anything. I found a dead body in our attic where we moved. After that, saw a ghost, let my family see it, and found out it was a voodoo doll the whole time. So we sold the voodoo doll off. But, I went to a place called Three Legged Lady Road in Columbus, Mississippi. And it's a legitimate place. You could look it up on the well. It's a legitimate place. I've seen this lady when I was a kid. She's gotten more aggressive over the years because people keep cussing her out and she don't like it when you cuss her. But here's the gate. Yeah, I could walk through there. But see, there is a wire that runs up under the bottom. It would probably notify them right away that I was under there if it didn't shoot straight up on me. But there's one card reader, two card readers, and then the notifier up there. And it's got one on the inside too if you go over. But that's the trade school. That's the yard. And of course, woods. And behind there, there's some graves. Come to find out today, we thought it was like 4 or 5. There's 9 graves outside the graveyard. So it's kind of weird. This used to be the armory, but they're changing it into something. Both roads are blocked off down here. I'm not going to run. If I hear a footstep behind me, I'm going to turn and look with the camera. Because who knows, you may catch something on camera. That's the reason I always do that. That way, you can actually see it yourself. Or if you can't see it, at least you may hear the noise that I'm hearing. So, and, I just got to thinking about it. There's a lot of military guys out there. And I said the other night about this older gentleman that I thought he was a military guy. So that's kind of funny. I didn't even know there was any military guys in this cemetery. And I'll walk out here again and show y'all the graves on the side. And anybody that's seen me in live doing this cemetery is darker than anything at night. I've proved it time after time. But here lately, the first 3 rows all the way down has been lit up. And there's no light but that light right there. And that light don't light it up over here. I mean, you can see it off in a distance, but you can't actually see it in the graveyard. So I'm pretty much over here with my flashlight. And here lately, it's like they're drawing off my phone. They're drawing off my flashlight. So my flashlight will start flickering. My phone drains quick, which is normal. If you got spirits around, they could drain it. That might be the reason we're having so much activity. But, and if anybody was back here, they would be just stupid, plain out stupid. But what's weird, the entrance, one this way, one that way. Any graveyard I've been to that's had any sense, both doors are going both like one way. This one has it 2 ways. Now we're going out of the cemetery. You got these 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 little graves. So why are they outside the cemetery when you got plenty of room in your cemetery to put them in there? That doesn't make sense. It's just like, why is this and the gate instance, I thought about tonight shutting this gate, like taking the gate and shutting it, because I don't want there to be any questions of, is there a person out there? But y'all see all the room there is in between these graves. If somebody was out here, I could spot you. I have good night vision. I could spot you if you were out here playing around. And these graves aren't that big. None of them are that big. There's only like one or two that's real wide. Those you might get behind, but you're going to be seen somehow, you know. So this is what I deal with every night. I mean, there's a lot of spirits, a lot of things that go on. Why it's happening, I don't know. I asked questions. I haven't gotten any answers yet. But maybe, hopefully, I'll get some answers. You know, if I don't, I'll keep trying. Because, you know, there's a purpose for the spirits being here, especially even the dark figures. I mean, there's a reason for them. You know, um, the little girl, she hangs out on this side of the cemetery. And we've even played hide and go seek. I've showed people. I went around that bush down there to prove to people there's nobody there. Because if there was somebody there trying to run, you would catch them easily because there's so much space. This tree, she came behind it one night, and you see, there ain't much room to go around. But I was trying to avoid the grave, you know, but I went around, she disappeared. So it's like she's playing hide and go seek with me, but yet I know I'm not going to win. Like I told her last night, I know I'm not going to win. So if she wants to show herself, I'm not going to tag her and her be it. Because that's going to be easy for her to get me, you know. But anyway, but yeah, this is the main activity. The little girl comes and goes when she wants. But from this general area right here, all the way down this road and on that back wall, and sometimes up in here. Last night there was activity up in here, but the older gentleman stood right here behind me because I was probably like this right here, and I walked up on the grave, you know, to check it out, but I was probably right here, and the older gentleman was right there, and you could hear him whispering. What I think I'm gonna do tonight is I'm gonna sit right there, and I'm gonna question, you know, ask questions. Hopefully we'll get something. If we don't, try again the next night or something. Because I mean, this is my first actual. Well, I got another short little video. I was testing it out, but people ask me, "What are you gonna say?" Well, I'm gonna just say what I need to say. You know, it's the paranormal. You say what you need to say. I mean, yes, you're gonna catch things. You're gonna see things that other people may not ever. Sorry about that. You're gonna see things that nobody may ever see. Let me change out my view. All right. But like I said, I love this kind of thing. This is, you know, I played football in high school, and I'm not a small guy. I'm 6'2", 343. It's kind of like football and soccer. When you see something and you hear something, it's an adrenaline rush. I feed off that stuff because it's an excitement, because it's something I love doing, something I enjoy doing, because you want to try to get the people that don't know anything about it or don't believe in it to actually see it or actually hear it. You know, but when the lights go down, meaning daytime goes down, this place is a whole different feature. Even the cemetery seems like it's a lot bigger than what it is. That road over there seems like it's a lot bigger. I mean, it's a lot. I mean, because it seems like a lot of stuff changes when the nighttime comes. I mean, but me, Anybody that's been in chat knows I'm not going to run. If I hear a footstep behind me, I'll pan around or I'll be like, what the hell, or something like that. But I will, check out what it is because I want to see all different areas. And I'm going to show y'all this. The old man being at the bush, I knocked 3 times and you could hear like a scratch, whether it was on that or whatever. But it was right there at me. Then after that happened, I walked about this far down from the beginning, walked down, and I heard 5 different sets of footsteps around me. So it's kind of like I was going in circles because every time I'd go one way, I'd hear one behind me or beside me. So, I've been fortunate to catch every kind of angle there is on paranormal. You know, uh, Hensley, he's been in here. He can tell you we've caught a lot of sounds, and it's not sounds from down the road or anything. It's right there in that graveyard, and there's nobody out there because I will walk the graveyard just to prove there's nobody out there. If anybody else jumps out from behind the grave, they better hope they got a bodysuit on or something because it's not going to be funny. But anyway, am I excited? I've gotten that much activity? Yeah, because I could sit there and other people have heard what I'm hearing a lot of times, or they see what I'm seeing a lot of times, or they see something I don't, or they hear something I don't. And like last night, we were trying to debunk a lot of stuff, and that stuff can not be debunked. I mean, it's literal sounds that are in that graveyard, or shadow figures, or, whispers. I mean, I listen closely because I know I talk a lot, but beyond that, I listen. That's one thing. Even when I'm talking, I can sit there and my ears are focused because when I'm in paranormal, even though I'm talking to you guys, my ears are focused all the way around me. Because even though I'm talking, I may catch something behind me. I'm like, whoa, hold up. And I'll pan around or something. You got to be on your toes at all times because a spirit's not going to tap you on the shoulder. Oh, I'm going to come up behind you and let you know I'm here. They're not going to do that. They're going to go where they want to, and they're going to show up when they want to. Even that little girl, she's going to show up when she wants to. And people have seen her figure right there at the beginning of the graveyard, and I didn't see it. But I have seen her eyes behind graves and her ducking down. So it's her, it's the older guy. The lady I heard scream, I think I heard somebody say they saw a woman figure. So that may have been her, but I see a lot of dark figures on that other end, on the side down there where the graves are that are outside the cemetery. But like I said, at 12 o'clock Central Time, which is 1 o'clock Eastern Time, Pacific Time is 2 hours behind. So that would be 10 o'clock their time. But the reason I'm doing it at 12 is because that's when I catch all my activity. And anybody who's been in the chat can verify that. From 12 to 12:30 is when it starts firing up. And then I came back at 3 o'clock. When was that, Hensley? Like 2 days ago, I think. I came back out at 3 o'clock. Things only got more mysterious. I mean, it was mysterious. Go check out Rel's video, Rel Critter. I was in that video, and I was on there 2 different times at that cemetery and talking to the older guy. But if you go watch that video, you're going to hear things that are not there. And I just showed you that graveyard. So you can look at my video, look at her video, and see what I'm telling you. And a lot of times it was dark because my flashlight kept flickering like something was draining my battery. And I just put those batteries in there. My phone, I got the iPhone 11. I could charge it up and it'll last all day for me. That night, 1 hour the first time. and I'm estimating maybe an hour, and it was nearly fully charged. I think it was like 92%. And an hour later, it was about ready to die. Then I came back out because I charged it up from, I think it was close to 1 to 3, and it was like midway, maybe a little bit more. I just heard something. I just heard something. Sound like a man speaking, and it was over the fence. Huh. But anyway, 3 o'clock I came back out, and my battery was halfway now, so it's got to be at least 60% or so. All right, 15 minutes later, my battery's nearly dead. I had I finally just gave up, went back inside, and we left it at that night. And today I told everybody I was going. Thank you, Boston. You gave me the link that sent me straight in. I didn't get that error message like I did yesterday. I know Rev tried to help me, but you gave me the link that sent me straight in, and I was able to come live. So I thank you for that. And like I said, uh, this is what I'm gonna be doing. And Hensley, my brother, I'm gonna let everybody know because this guy is real. Hensley is, he has a heart. So anybody that knows him, they know he's real. They know he's not gonna tell you something and just forget about it. This man did my art, my logo work. Outlaw is my name, and he did the artwork. And then he sent me one of his stickers. When I got it, I sent I took a picture of both of them together. And then he did something else that he didn't have to do. He didn't have to think about it. He didn't even have to offer. But, they're going on a trip, which I know that. And I wasn't trying to rush him or anything. I was just, anyway, he's offered to send me a camera. This guy didn't have to do that. I mean, I love my brother. He's a genuine guy. He's got a heart beyond a heart. And, that's the same way with Boston. She's got a heart. Rev. I mean, the people I talk to, there may be mixtures of people in here, not in here, but in the mix that may try to cause problems, but they're not going to do it because Salcax and Omar Gosh and all them have started this group. We've started calling ourselves Paranormal United. So whether you call yourself Outlaw, whether you call yourself AK, whether you call yourself Salcax or whatever, we're all one family. And like I told people before, I'm going to defend my family. I'm going to go down fighting. So anybody that's serious about paranormal, and if you want to see real, like I said, 12 o'clock Central, 1 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock Pacific. If you want to see real, be on at be on at that time because I'm going to show you some things tonight that will make you believe and will let you see what is real. Because every night about that time, it fires up over here. I mean, it goes crazy. You hear noises that are in that graveyard, nobody but me out there. You see shadow figures. You see the kid. You see the old man. The old man, he comes and goes. He goes to the plant up there, stays. He goes wherever he wants to. Last night he was across the street in the graveyard with me. But if you want to see real paranormal and you want to see what it's about, go to my channel, go to, Hensley's, go to Boston's. Because, I mean, everybody has some kind of activity somewhere. You may not have it every night, which I'll say this, I've been blessed to have that much activity go on every night that I have been out here. And it only gets more and more intense. So it's like maybe that whole graveyard's waking up and I'm dealing with the whole graveyard. Who knows? We'll find out. But and go to each person's channel and just check them out, because I know I can't do it all in one day, but I do go to every channel and I do subscribe and I do watch videos. So it's not like I sit there, tell you I'm going to go do it and then don't do it. I take the time for every person. It may take me a month to get back with you to watch another video because I'm watching so many videos. But, you know, I will watch your stuff. I will subscribe. And I'm only going to keep putting out more and more videos, because as long as the paranormal's going on, then I'm going to be there. I don't care where I have to go or anything like that. I will go there. Or, right now, that graveyard's giving a lot. So that's my main focus. And as long as it's giving paranormal, I'm not going to give up on it and say, okay, it's time to move on. But like I said, if y'all want to see the paranormal or hear the paranormal or anything like that, come back at 12 Central, 1 Eastern, 10 Central, or 10 Pacific. But what I'm going to do, like I told everybody, I was just going to run through during the daytime so everybody could see the graveyard. And I didn't know it was that big, though. I mean, at nighttime, and I know Hensley and Boston are going to probably laugh at me, or anybody else that knows me, but that graveyard becomes a different place at nighttime. It becomes you wouldn't call it a playground, but you would call it a mystery place, because there's different things that hit you different nights. And, you know, if you've never done the paranormal, I'm going to tell you this. Do it during the daytime first. See if you get anything. Do it during the daytime and see if you get anything. Because if you start out at nighttime and there's something there and you're not used to that kind of thing, you may take off. My cat messed my stuff up. Move, Penny. But what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to get off for now. But like I said, 12 Central, 1 Eastern, 10 Pacific. I'm going to go back out there, dark time now, go back out there and investigate. So if you want to see what I see or hear, then come back, because you will get an earful. But I appreciate everybody coming, and I will talk to you guys here in a little while. But y'all have a great day, and I'll talk to y'all later, and I love all you guys. Talk to y'all later. You said stay on, Boston? If I stay on, you're going to see me probably sleep a minute, eat a minute, because I'm all, I need to be rested before I go out there, because you can't go out there with a weak mind and think you're going to get something done, You know how it is. But, I mean, I can stay on a little bit. That's not a problem. I just got to pick up all this mess that my little rugrat wants to throw down on my floor. She's done got to where she could jump up here, and now she's jumping on my stuff. And I'm going to have to situate her. Little girl, you're going to get your butt whooped if you keep doing this now. Sorry. But yeah, but like I said, the last few times I've done it, I mean, it's been awesome. I mean, it's been amazing. Stop. Get away. Get your butt away from it. I knew your dumb tail would do that. You're going to end up getting your butt whooped now. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to pick up some stuff real quick, because my cat don't know how to stop being a pain in the butt. thinks she's got to jump everywhere. And a pain in the butt. Do it again, I'm going to whoop you. Yeah, Tinky, get up there. See if my other cat, Tinky, I'll show y'all in a second. If she gets up on that blanket I just showed y'all, that little cat won't get up here. Go ahead, jump up there now, little one. Sorry about that. All right, now. All right. Whew. It is hot. It's nice and cool outside, I'll say that. But, all right. But yeah, oh, you want to see a mask? Okay, hold on. I'll go put one on real quick. Turn my air conditioner on. Hold on, I'll put on a mask for you. All right, let me go put the mask on. Oh, gee. Let's go. All right. All right. Ladies and charms. Now, I got my tongue sticking out at y'all. Yeah, how do I assign mods on? Let me see. Put user in timeout. No, it's only got timeout and banned user. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah. I'll, uh, no. I mean, I would put you, but when I click on the stuff, it don't show. I may have to go in my set. Let me see real quick. Broadcast info. All right, that's not it. Private chat. Settings. Guest. All right. Is it the one? Hey, Boston. Is it the one that the user has to authenticate? Is that the one? Because there's one that says the user has to authenticate. That's what it says on my side. That's the only different one I see. That might be it. Oh, okay. Well, I'll just give you my password and stuff, and you could go in there when I'm on live or something, and like one day, or even if you come back in later, um, I'll let you assign the modders. You can pick like you, Hensley, whoever that we. I mean, I'm not saying the new people aren't legitimate. Yeah, I'll send you the info so you can sign into my stuff. That way, if I do go live, you can, set the modders. Or if I see one that I like, I'll tell you. Like you, Miss Kitten. Let's see, Hensley, a Southcax, AK if they come in, which I'm pretty sure eventually they may. Jay and Brandon, you know, um, and even the new guys. I mean, the way I was told when I first became a modder is we'll try you out the first few times, see how you do, and then go from there. I mean, I appreciate all y'all coming in, even though there's too now. I mean, I appreciate everybody coming in. You know, I mean, I may not start out at 50 people in here, but that's fine because people can watch the video later. You know, so and like I'll say, if they don't like my videos, that's a preference. You know, but I'm not gonna fake anything. I'm not gonna say anything I hear or say. You know, I but yeah, no, like I tell people, that's the reason I was trying to show y'all during the daytime the graveyard because I don't want anybody thinking I'm faking anything. And as y'all seen from the graves, there's really not too many places you can hide as a human being and not be seen. I mean, you might be able to scoot down, but your body's going to show in some kind of way. And by the time I get over there, you're going to take off running. But it's not been any of that. It's been legitimate spirits that fade in and out. We're talking about the black mist on the left side. And then the little girl, she comes and goes as she wants. And then the older gentleman comes and goes as he wants. So I have been blessed to catch as much as I have, you know. So, I will. I will. Uh, but yeah, like I said, it's just been a blessing because I've seen things before. I've even had a demon in my house, which it got banned or uh, pretty much my preacher buddy came and banished it. You know, he was talking in tongues, so I know it was gone. But I've never had a bad feeling in my house, even when it was here until, I mean, I knew something was weird or something was going on. But besides that, I mean, I don't get scared. I may, like, if you go watch the videos I've done on live, if I hear something behind me, I will turn around and see what it is. Or if I hear something off to the side, I'll turn around and see what it is. But I'm never going to fake anything. I'm not, and I will never say anybody's name, but yeah, I watch videos to where it's even been caught by other people that they fake some of their videos. Like they'll have somebody standing behind a wall and make it sound like there was a sound. You know, I'm not going to mention any names because that's not something I'm going to go with. If I'm going to get respect, it's going to be because I earn it, not because I go out putting people's names out. You know, that's just not one thing. So, anyone have any questions that saw everything or from what I have told you? I mean, is there something that you guys want to ask? Okay. Well, if you watch later tonight or this morning, which it'll be morning, but if you watch, you think it was freaky during the daytime, wait till nighttime. You get a surprise. Things start changing mighty fast. That graveyard looks a lot smaller at nighttime. That road on the side over there where I was telling y'all the black mist or that road seems like a million miles the other night when I walked it. All right. But if you want to come, I'll let it be known on Twitter and I'm gonna post it on Facebook. Uh, Going live, and I'll do it. I'll put out a tweet and a Facebook message that I'm going my time 12 o'clock. So it will be known, and I'll put the Pacific time and the Eastern time. That way, everybody knows. But I will post that. That way, you will know that I'm going live. That way you could see for yourself what I see and hear. I mean, to me, it's normal. I mean, nothing's made me really scared. Even the night I walked down that road, I even turned off my flashlight just to show, because the front 3 rows of the graves have been with lights lately. So there's something that's making light go there. And that one light I showed y'all is not making that do that. Because I could step over in the graveyard, you will see it get dark quick. But, there's been that kind of thing. And then, you hear stuff and you see stuff and you even feel like something's right next to you, you know. But like I said, I'm not gonna fake any of that. If I hear something, I'm a big guy. I'm not gonna let something just throw me around. It's literally gonna have to use force to throw me around. But I want to be genuine with everybody on my videos, because I find that if you fake something, people start getting that win. And there's even TV shows like this. You start getting that name and you go downhill from there. I mean, yeah, there's some TV shows that are still big that have just said there's a ghost in every place they went. And that's not necessarily true. If you go, every place you go, and there's a spirit there, then you would go in your house and find one. I mean, they're not really thinking about that. It's the same as my name on here, Outlaw, aka Michael Trey. Yeah, but like I said, if y'all want to see what I see and experience at nighttime, you're more than welcome to come back, because you will experience things, you will see things, possibly even hear some of the most terrifying things you've heard. Like I said, I've heard a woman silently scream. Then the other night, I heard a woman scream at the corner of the cemetery on the left side over there. And I mean, it was a loud scream. This wasn't off in the distance, it was right there. So there are things that I've heard and seen. I, I'm not going to run from it, because if you run from something and it's evil, you're causing yourself problems, you know. But like I said, I'm always going to be that guy that's going to be real with everybody. I mean, I don't want to cut slack on my own family. That's just the way I grew up. You be real with them. If they don't like what you're saying, they'll get over it. I mean, whether they like it or not, you know. Okay. But no, your time, Boston, would be 1 a.m. Oh, you're coming back at 10? I guess if I get enough rest, I could start. Well, if you come back at 10, that would be 9 my time. I tell you what, um, come back at, if you can, 11 your time. That'd be 10 my time. And I'll let you know on Twitter. But if I feel after I rest a minute like I'm ready to go, I'll go ahead and start live at 10, or it'd be 11 your time, 10 my time. All right. And then I'll go from there until 12 something. And I'll stay over there and we'll catch whatever we catch or see what we see. So, you know, we could do that. But I appreciate all you guys coming in, and I'll follow you back. We are legend. Um, but I appreciate everybody coming in, and like I said, I'll be back on. I'll rest a little bit. Yeah, we'll start 10 my time, and that's Eastern. 11 Eastern, or no, hold on. 10, yeah, 10 Central, 11 Eastern, and 8 Pacific time. So that that'll give people time to do what they need to do, and then we'll go from 10 my time to 12, which be Eastern. That would be from 11 to 1, and then for Pacific that'd be 8 to 10. But we'll do that. But until then, I'll let y'all go, and I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good rest of the day. Talk to y'all later. Love all y'all.